Hello, my dearest of talkers, and welcome back to another episode of This Evening's Let's Talk About It show. Today, I'm going to let you, yes, talkers, you get to know me, Tommy, by 32 questions. So, without any further ado, let's begin. So today, my good friend Mikey is going to ask me some random questions, which we decided on, and like this, you're going to get to know me. So let's begin.
Who are you?
My name is Tommy, and I'm just me, as you see.
How old are you?
I'm 31 years old, and I was born on the 2nd of February, 1990.
Describe yourself.
I can be an extremely shy person, but this is me, as usual. But in the past years, I became a much more open person and a much nicer guy since, getting older is gold.
Occupations?
I work as a concierge and receptionist at the King David Hotel in Jerusalem for 5 years, and I think working in the hotelier industry in the next years will be a part of my occupation, which I really love.
What was your biggest dream in the last years?
My biggest dream in the last years, I could say it was being the ambassador, or at least an ambassador for Israel. But lately I decided I would really like to apply to UNICEF and try to be an ambassador of goodwill for the world, because I really love being implicated in good deeds, and I like to do good deeds for for other people by myself. So I think taking this part of my personality and adding it to the world would do only good.
Beloved music type?
There are a lot, but lately I am listening to a lot of probably K-pop. Yeah, I could say K-pop.
All-time favorite song?
Wow, my favorite song of all time, Sweet Harmony by the Beloved. I was 3 years old when I first heard it, and the saxophone, the saxophone solo at nearly the end was the most amazing thing that I've heard at that age, and I fell in love with the saxophone. Since then, I really want to learn it. One day I will. Sweet harmony.
House music or pop?
Depends of my mood. I think I would go with house music if it's not an extreme, delusional music, like Tomorrowland and so on. Yeah, but usually I grew up with pop, so pop, maybe.
Rock or K-pop?
At the moment, I really love K-pop, and it's a part of my, my style, so K-pop.
Dating life?
At the moment, I am speaking to several ladies, and I cannot say whether I have something defined or not. But yes, in my dating life, it's let's say half prospered, but only half.
Describe your dream future partner.
Wow, my dream future partner. First of all, I would like her, whoever she might be, to just be herself, feel confident, love herself, and know where she stands in this world, because If she wouldn't do that, then probably I won't know where I'm standing in the relationship either, and we would lose ourselves. It will bring to a breakup much more than to having a longer relationship. So first of all, beauty is not important. Beauty can come with time. As much as you get fat, right, and from being fat you can get thin, the same is vice versa. So looks is just a side opinion in my point of view.
Favorite hair color?
Natural. My hair color is brownish and I prefer natural. Usually.
Dyed hair or natural?
Again, natural, but if I would dye my hair, I thought about maybe dyeing it gray. I don't know why, but probably I want to feel old for a while, so gray.
What do you think about tattoos?
I mean, visually I like them very much. I think they are super cool for those who are digging it, but since the story of Pamela Anderson having cancer back in the 90s from her arm tattoo, I said to myself I will never do such a thing to harm myself. Anyway, I have a lot of brown points on my body, so I'm afraid to get them cancerized in one way.
Are you social?
Yes, I could say I am extremely social, but the corona the pandemic period being at home made me understand that talking too much with people is not good. I need some time to myself, and yes, I am social when I feel that it's really needed, and whenever I need time to myself, I'm just relaxing and taking my time to myself. As well, it's good for my friends.
Do you have many friends?
I could say I have 4 good friends. Sorry, 3 besides me. My best friend of all time is Mikey, the guy who is asking the questions. Say hi, Mike.
Hello.
And he's really my second brother, besides my biological one. And beside him, I have 2 more other friends, which are very good. But yeah, I am always continuing my growing community of friends. This is why I live to be social. This is a part of me. I mean, being shy is a big part of me. On the other hand, being social is even bigger.
Is being successful important?
It depends. First of all, considering success for other people is being successful at work, with your personal career, with opening a company, probably having goods that you might be happy with and not use it further on. In my opinion, being successful is putting some ideas on paper, even if you're thinking about them. You work on yourself getting to those points, and when you put yourself a plan in progress and you got to the point that you started and finished that program or idea well, that is a personal success, and from there a person is growing more and more. At least this is what I see. I mean, this is how I see it.
Are you successful?
I think in this past year I became more successful on a personal plan than probably in the last 10 years or so, and I still have a lot to progress with myself and go on to be where I would really like to be.
Driving license?
Yes, my first time getting driving license was at the age of 29. Before that, my whole life I was driving a car with manual gear. But I was afraid because the drivers in Israel are horrible. They have no clue whatsoever how to drive. And when I got my family getting back from Romania, I moved with them. And I bought my first car without having license, and I said, why would I buy a car for my family to drive it? So I decided to have my own driving license. That was my first step of getting closer. And then at the age of 29, after my birthday, I got my driving license. Yes.
Car?
I had two. The first one was in the previous question. I had one car which was a crappy Chevrolet from 2006, which cost me like maybe nearly $2,000, and I invested $3,500 more. And then I sold it for $1,000, so I had a big loss. And then again, I bought a very luxurious car from 2011. I invested again a lot of money in that, and I sold it for half of the price. But now I am driving the family's car, which is a very nice Hyundai i10 from 2020, which is very nice.
Gym?
Yeah, I mean, I was working out while being at home with the lockdowns and pandemic and so on, but now that the gyms are actually open for around a month or so, right? A month? Yes, I am going as much as possible, and I'm trying to go at least 3 times a week, at least, if not 4 times. But now with work, I can do it maybe 2 times a week. But yes, working out is not such a huge accomplishment for me as I would wish it to be, but it is part of my life. As well, dancing, because I was a dancer for 10 years and I really want to get back into it.
What is your favorite kind of humor?
I don't know. I mean, one kind is, being open-minded to joke about things and not taking everything seriously. I don't like too much things or too many things being said and taking it too seriously. You just need to be open-minded. Let's say one type of humor that I really love is the type of humor that I'm doing with Mike, which unfortunately I haven't met in too many people that we know, is having a lot of rhymes, saying a word, let's say in Hebrew, and trying to translate it and in funny ways, word by word, which is funny, and just inventing all the time some new jokes, personal jokes that grows your mental health as well. Being humoristic and happy and joyful brings you to a joyful place, and not being depressed or sad.
Do you have any examples?
Yeah, for example, in Hebrew, you have many sentences or Israeli slangs that can be translated in a very funny way. Some of them are improper, and I would not say them. Maybe once I will make a video about Israeli cursing with Mike, which is funny. But this very sentence is funny. So it goes like this in Hebrew. Chaim sheli barbur yafe nesicha. It means, my life, beautiful swan princess. What? Like, how can you make someone a beautiful swan and a princess? I'm like, in the Israeli slang you have a lot of funny things. But yeah, I mean, I could give a lot of more other examples, but that will come in a different video.
DC or Marvel?
Whew. Well, as we all know, Snyder has just released his Snyder Cut in the past few days. I've watched it. It took me 2 days with work. But watching it back to back with the original one from 2017, I could say the Snyder Cut is amazing, as well with his movie Watchmen from 2009. But because unfortunately the DC universe is not that well expanded, I'm going with Marvel. 100% Marvel.
Pizza or hamburger?
Wow, you're talking to someone who really likes McDonald's. I mean, only the cheeseburgers. And but I'm going with pizza, because on pizza you have more space and you can add whatever you want, and it has a much more savory and bursting flavor. Pizza, 100% pizza.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Oh, PlayStation or Xbox? Okay, I bought my first PlayStation 4 Slim in 2017. That was my first actually personal PlayStation that I've ever bought, and I was 27 years old, so yes, you can all laugh. And I am paying for the PlayStation Plus, so I'm playing a lot of games. I've never really tried, maybe besides 2 or 3 times, the Xbox One mostly. In my opinion, they are all consoles, so I don't really care. But yeah, for now I'm going with PlayStation until I will try a new console I could tell you the difference.
Are you planning to buy the new PlayStation 5?
I haven't rushed to buy it like other people, so I'm not sure if I would buy it. Maybe when the prices are going down. For now, I'm extremely happy with what I have, and I have a 4K 10 HD, HDR10 Plus TV from TCL. I'm extremely happy with what I have. I don't need anything else. Buying the PlayStation 5 would mean for me only being on the same level as those who really are true gamers, and I cannot describe myself as a true gamer. So PlayStation 4 for me now.
Galaxy or iPhone?
I would never use iPhone, and not because I think it's a stupid phone, but because they are too much of a gimmick, and they are selling you a phone that offers many specs for too much of a price, and you can buy nearly the same specs in any other phone for maybe half of the price, a bit more, or much less. So I would go with neither. Xiaomi for me.
Sex or ice cream?
Well, you could say that the pinnacle of an ice cream is eating the cherry on the top, right? So what are you doing when you're having sex? Eating the cherry on the top. Sex.
Netflix or Disney Plus?
I am not paying for Disney Plus, but I am going with Netflix. All of the good movies are being brought to Netflix. All of the good movies, especially the movies made by Netflix. So yes, I am going with Netflix.
Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield?
Well, I really loved Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I think his take on Spider-Man was really mature. You know, maybe very mature for the periods. Something we all needed after Tobey Maguire's funny But I would go with Tobey Maguire, because he was funny, he was humorous, and he was a little bit of douche playing Spider-Man. And on the other hand, Andrew Garfield was serious, and he really played Spider-Man extremely well. I don't know, I would give them probably 50-50. I cannot really say who is better. They are both amazing actors.
Puppies or kittens?
No, I really love. Listen, I love animals, especially when I see an animal killed by Chinese cooking movies like turtles or whatever, which I'm really getting the feeling of crying from. I cannot say anything else besides I'm loving all animals, really, even the cockroaches or whatever. I would never touch them, but I love them from far apart. But because I have two amazing dogs at home, I'm going with dogs. They are more loyal as well if you give them the good treatment. So dogs.
Anything else you want to share?
Yes, I would say something. So this is the first time for me making this video and, putting questions for you getting to know me a little bit better in many amusing ways, being open about it. I'm more than happy to do this video. I really wished for it to do probably for more than a year. But I have one real message for all of you. Always be confident in yourself. Love yourself and stay true to who you are. Never rush to change yourselves because someone else is giving you bad feedback or bad opinions about yourself. Love yourself and know that your place is where you know you belong. And if you are not sure where you belong, always count on your close friends to give you a push. And you will know whether they are true friends or they are fake friends, because this is something that defines us during our lives. Don't fall into traps. Stay strong each day. Wake up in the morning and tell yourselves you love yourselves. Go to work happy, smiling, and whatever you do, always be joyful. Even if you're life is pulling you down, like mine happened during the last year, even if your life is pulling you down, be joyful, wake up with a smile, and you will see during the day everything becomes much nicer, without nerves, without any bad feelings. And I think life would be much more colorful doing that. So just be yourself, that's it. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, talkers, and thank you very much, Mikey, for filming this video. How was it for you filming this?
It was okay.
That's it? Was okay?
Yeah, I guess it's our first time, so...
Yeah, it's the first time, and Mikey is really putting an effort to doing this. So thank you, Mikey. And talkers, if this was your first time being on my channel, my name is Tommy, and Mikey will be shown as well. Please, if you have anything to add, please comment down in the comment section and hit that notification bell to see further videos. As well, share your thoughts on what would you like to see further. And I will see you in the next time. Until then, have a pleasant evening, a huge hug, kisses, and have a good night. Bye bye.